Hello, everyone. Hope you're having an excellent day today. There might have been some issues with the scheduling of the stream. I think it said scheduled for 12:09, like it was supposed to go live right away. That's when I actually started the stream on the settings. So it should be going live at 4 as usual. So we're here. Hopefully a few people are able to join us and have a good time. But yeah, you're watching the Sunday sorting session here at my channel, Mark of Fallworth. I'm Mark. And we'll be sorting some bulk brick from the Rock Raiders build. We've got a couple bins behind me here. If we can get a couple of those done today, I'll be really happy because we've still got plenty of unsorted Lego that needs to be dealt with at some point. But yeah, there's a couple people already here though. Street Style RC was here. Cross Airborne Customs. Manatee Bricks. Good to see Manatee Bricks. Appreciate you commenting on my update video. I think it was yesterday. Appreciate you tuning in and seeing the updates on Tron. Tron is doing pretty good. We just covered all the landscape with black plates, so it's all covered, even if a couple of small areas are not finished yet. It looks relatively done, even if I know that there's supposed to be a few other buildings there eventually. The other buildings are just about done. Just need to finish the lights on the top of the really tall tower. And once that's done, it should be pretty much ready to go for a show, even if there's future expansion to be had. So going to be working on that after Jacksonville for a little bit. And then I think the next show is actually in Orlando shortly thereafter in early June. So I'll be looking forward to that. So, but yeah. Lots of bricks still here to sort. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Georgia, and it's also Mother's Day. Hope any mothers watching this are having a great day or great couple days afterwards. My mom's doing pretty good today. We're going to take her out to watch a movie that she wanted to see in the movie theater. She likes to watch action movies, so we'll be doing that. It'll be fun. So. Yeah, you got to be nice to your mom on Mother's Day and her birthday usually. So. Yep. Sorting a lot of gray bricks today. We've got tan, black, and gray are going to be the primary colors. That's why they're right in front of me here, and you can actually see them in the shot pretty well too, so that's good. But a couple other random colors mixed in there too. And of course, we sort by color here, me and Steven. Other places, other people might want to sort things differently, but we like to do it that way. I need to get one more bin for bricks with studs on the side, though, because we do sort those separately. There you go. And I should have a brick separator here, too, for getting some transparent elements off here. Well, if you're watching, don't forget to drop a like. That really helps the video reach more people. Definitely trying to find what works best for the algorithm, because sometimes a short video does well, sometimes a 8-minute video does well. It kind of depends on the season and how YouTube is feeling at the time, I guess. There's my mom, Gloria Erickson. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Hope you're doing well. Yes, it's a beautiful Mother's Day today. Excellent weather. It's kind of cool out, which is surprising, because it was starting to get very nice and warm, and it got cold again. Steven is excited about the cold weather, or cooler weather, I should say. I'm not. I like it when it's warm out. I don't want to have a flannel lying around just in case I get cold. So. For the summer, I've made a few slight changes to my plans. I'm not going to be working as thoroughly on Dune. I'm going to still probably try to do some Dune mocks, but maybe not quite as many as before. Hopefully we'll still have time for a few of them, but I'm just going to not put that pressure on myself to make, tables worth of display. Instead, I'll be kind of dialing it back a little bit and just doing something when I feel like it or when I have time. And that way I still have some time to, work at my 9-to-5 job, sort some Lego, do other fun short videos and projects, and don't have to have every waking moment devoted to working on a big build because I've just committed to such a large project. I'm trying to do a little more slow paced, a little bit more relaxed, and not just have so much pressure, because Tron was great and I got a lot done in just a couple months. But at the same time, I think that it was just a lot to do in that short span of time. So I think that it'll be better for me and better for my schedule if I just kind of do it at my own pace and relax. But you'll still see some new Dune projects appear as Tron is coming to a close and finishing up. There's still a few things I want to get done inside of Tron, like a couple vehicles and stuff. So that'll take a few weeks as well. So yeah, just spreading it out, not inundating myself with too many mocks, and don't want to burn out. You know, if you feel like, oh no, I just wish I could rest today, maybe you need to take some time and rest. So don't want to overdo it. So. Battery Powered Bricks is here. Good to see you, Battery Powered Bricks. Hope you're doing well. I noticed your comment on my Dreams Whale short that I posted earlier today. I didn't realize you were such a big fan of that song and the Free Willy movie. I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid and not remembering too much about it other than when the whale jumped over the barrier of rocks to escape. That was great. But I don't remember too much about it. I might have to go watch that movie again and remind myself what it's about. So yeah, that whale is so easy to manipulate, have it open its mouth. It just looked like it would be easy to make into a puppet almost. So. Recently watched all of the I recently watched the movies. The sequels are awful. Oh, there's sequels to that one? Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know there were sequels to Free Willy, because I obviously there's the main movie, which is somewhat iconic, but yeah, that sequels. Wow, okay. Battle Peak is here. Hello, all. Good to see you, Battle Peak. If you haven't watched any of Battle Peak's videos, they do a lot of Exoforce stuff, and I am a huge fan of Exoforce. I actually put away all my Star Wars sets so I could display more Exoforce sets. And so he does, they do, I don't know who's behind all that. They do a bunch of awesome reviews of Exoforce sets. I actually was clued onto them from R.R. Slugger's video, kind of saying, I don't know anything about Exoforce, but they do. So check them out if you haven't already. And then, of course, Battery Powered Bricks, who's also a member here at the channel, they do a bunch of awesome mostly trains, I would say, is what they like. But at the same time, they also do some helpful videos on electronics, especially 9-volt, which I find a lot of people are still don't know much about. I am not even an expert on that myself. I just kind of know some of the basics. But you can watch their videos and learn more. So, Chrome Bader's here. I find it hard to find building time these days. Yeah. So this is the balance, right? As a kid or a teenager or somebody has not graduated high school and has not gone to college or work, they have lots of time to build with Lego. Like it's theoretically, after school, you have some free time. You can build a mock, or you can build some sets, rebuild things, but you don't have any money to buy Lego. So you just have what you can get. You know, if you earn a little bit of money, you have an allowance, or you get some gifts for your birthday, or however you can scrounge up some Lego, it'll happen. At the same time, once you get older, once you get more money, you get less time to build. And that's the great problem. So like for me, I don't have a lot of time to build. I do cut out some portions of my schedule to do big projects for. It's kind of like a side gig at this point for me. But yeah, so I have to make very deliberate efforts just to build at all. And I get it, Chrome Vader. That's a tough problem. The Brick Twins are here. Hello from the Brick Twins. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Where do I put Technic? Oh, I might need one more cup for Technic. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. I do sort by color, but I also like to sort out Technic pieces because we find it useful to be able to pull out a bin of just those pieces and separately dig through those. Got a couple of these car bases. They make great filler. So, wow, you know who we are. There's 4 of us all together that work on the videos. Oh, there you go. That's awesome. For some reason, I had a feeling that it was more than one person working behind the scenes of Battle Peak, but that's really cool. And yes, I'm a big fan. Looking forward to more installments. I don't get to comment all the time. I probably should more often, but yeah, very excited about anyone talking about Exoforce. So. Better Frederick says, I think my subscribers will be upset. Very little train content lately. Just finished the 4th update on the AquaZone diagram project. So here's the thing. AquaZone is a little bit inherently more interesting to me than trains. And I like trains, but I like AquaZone. So I think that trying new things is a good thing, battery powered bricks. So don't feel too bad. But maybe your audience, your typical audience is like, where's the trains? But for people like me who like the classic themes, I think that's exciting to see, and I'm really excited to see what you build because you've got a lot of cool pieces. There's a lot of potential in that theme. Not a lot of mocks that you see from that really, because it's kind of. I think the most notable example I can think of, like AquaZone specifically, like my buddy Daniel made Citron, which is like that canceled theme, but that also has its own kind of vibe too. So it's interesting. But yeah, AquaZone, I'm looking forward to it. YouTube has never been a commercial venture. Just make sure I'm having fun. That's a good perspective there, Battle Card Bricks. If you're not enjoying making videos or just engaging with people, then if it's just kind of like a business, then maybe it might not be as enjoyable. But if you're able to just kind of have fun with it and chat with people who are here, it's awesome. So I think it's like a way I hang out with friends because it's like I have a lot of people that I keep up with here on YouTube and Instagram. But YouTube videos, I think, are a little bit more meaningful than an Instagram post or short. So I like interacting here with people, like stuff like this, live streams. So it does have a monorail. There you go. See, that's pretty cool. An underwater monorail system. We need more of those. Well, so I've got a problem that's actually giving me issue. I've got a cone attached to a flex tube here, and it's just not. I might have to come back to that one. I have a pliers over there, but I don't want to go get it and surgically remove it on stream. And this one's giving me trouble too. This Gungan battle vehicle was really... These flex tubes are a pain. There you go. Oh, I updated my Gungan battle army for Tank Battles, which is a game that I play with some of my friends at work every now and then. We had a game not too long ago because a friend of ours, Morgan, stopped by the store for the first time, and he lives out in California, so him coming over to Georgia was a big trip for him and us to see him. So he's a good friend of ours, and he's watched our videos for a long time. He's one of the moderators on our Atlanta Brick Go channel. So having him come by was great, and we played Tank Battles, and that was the best match of Tank Battles we ever had. Unfortunately, my Gungan army literally was slaughtered every single time. I mean, I made a Darth Jar Jar minifigure, which now I have to go get him and show you guys if he's here. Yeah, he's over there. Let me grab Darth Jar Jar really quick, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. He might actually be in pieces because he got so slaughtered during the battle. Hold on one second. Alrighty, here's my Gungan army, or what's left of it. Oh, they're all built back. There we go. Who built all these guys back? It wasn't me. At one point, they were all disassembled, but here's my mock Darth Jar Jar figure because now he's canon. No, I don't know if he's canon or not. I don't know how official that Disney Plus 4-part series is going to be, but you can look on Disney, Lego, all these people have shared it on their Instagram. Is I think the easiest way to watch it. But yeah, Darth Jar Jar and all the Gungans, they all died horribly, and it was a terrible massacre, basically, is what you could describe as. However, because of that, everyone else was having a great time, and it was a very fun experience nonetheless, even for me losing gloriously as the Gungans. So, Monty Raj is here. Good to see you, Monty Raj. Hope you're doing well. Let's see who else is here. The Brick Twins, will you bring your Tron display to Orlando in June? We are hoping to see it. Yes, Brick Twins. Tron will be there in June, and it'll be more complete than when it will be at Jacksonville this upcoming Saturday. So look forward to that. Yeah, I'm hoping to have at least another building and lots of improvements to the buildings that already exist completed at that point. So. Let's see, Chrome Vader's here. A friend encouraged me to make an IG for Lego Mocks, so I did, but then I never posted anything. Guess I'm not a social media person. That is kind of a conundrum, Chrome Vader, because I've encouraged people to set up an Instagram so that I can follow their work. At the same time, if you have a pretty tense schedule, like if you don't have a lot of free time, posting stuff on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook is kind of like the last thing you want to do sometimes. So I get it. Yeah, it's hard to enjoy Lego and then be able to share it in a efficient and timely manner without it taking up too much of your time. So I get it. Where do I put these aren't chrome, these are light gray. There we go. So where it had some metallic elements I need to put in somewhere else. Old Man in the Bricks. Hello, all. Good to see you, Old Man in the Bricks. That's a great username. Corey Philbrook is here. I like the Tricks Bricks content. There you go. He didn't say hi to me. He just said, hey, Battery Powered Bricks. He must be a big fan. Yeah, Corey's a fan of trains. He's a friend of mine who's able to work at the store when he's able. When he's not doing other things. So. Bricksmith is here. Woo! Good to see you, Bricksmith. Hope you're doing well. Bricksmith, will you be at the other... Well, you should be at Jacksonville, right? Because that's your hometown. You're near Jacksonville. And actually, that shouldn't be your hometown. That's close to where you are on a galactic scale. Hopefully see you at Jacksonville. So I feel like that's in your neck of the woods. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll see Bricksmith and his mighty pink castle at Jacksonville. I know that one's a crowd pleaser. I'm excited to see what people think about Tron because a couple people have been over to the studio and seen it, and even recently, and they all seem to like it quite a bit. Well, there's the first bin done. No more pieces left in there. I've got 3 more bins back here with all my friendly faces. I think I'm going to grab that one because that one looks nice and easy to sort, theoretically. Yeah, I'm excited to see what people think of Tron. I'm wondering if anyone even will recognize this from the movie or if they just think it's a cool cyber city. Because I know that there's some people that have not seen Tron or not super familiar with it. Maybe they saw it and they haven't seen it in a while, don't remember it too much. I've seen it recently a couple times, and it's a good movie, but it's not the greatest movie. I think the story and plot aren't like the most compelling, but the visual effects are insane. So the world of Tron is mind-blowing. The story, it's interesting enough. I think it's good, but it's not perfect. So. He's a train guy, Mark. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Very close. I'm glad to get to see you. Glad you get to see me. There you go. Yep, I'm excited to see you, Julian. I'll be there trying to avoid public hours, not bringing anything myself. Just wanted to see what it's all about. There you go. Yeah, hopefully you should be able to get in. If you're avoiding public hours and you're just going as an exhibitor just to hang out, like, and not bringing anything, or are you going as a public? Then you have to be there during public hours. I'm guessing you're going as exhibitor, but looking forward to seeing you there too. So. Yes, it's going to be fun. It really is. So. I finally watched Tron and the reboot for the first time. There you go, Battery Powered Bricks. Yeah, I think they're neither one is like known for its writing or its dialogue or its story, but I think they're both recognized for for their visuals. They're really quite cool looking movies. So the special effects were pretty advanced both times they made the movies. So. Yep, and then Dune is next for me because I've been very much enjoying the last 2 Dune movies. The original Dune movie is a little bit scary, but the recent ones are awesome. So I'm going to try to capture more movies because you can make a really cool build, but if it's not from something people recognize, there's definitely some wonder and curiosity there, but I think there's a little bit more meaningful if there's a little bit of a connection, like a recognition. So that's something that Martin Harris does really well with his princess stories, because I mean, who hasn't seen a Disney princess movie? Almost all of us have at some point, and that immediately recognizable for a lot of people, especially little girls and the female fans of Lego. So that is very important and meaningful. So, but I think movies is a cool way to reach out to people, to relate to people, make something that's very approachable. I've only seen the movie once, but I think it was pretty easily. I think it reads pretty easily if you know what it is. Yeah, if you know anything about Tron, you can sort of get the idea. Oh, this looks like Tron. Then they see, oh yeah, it's definitely Tron. There's light cycles and users and programs running around. Oh my. So we've been sorting the Rock Raiders build, and that's pretty brutal. Yeah. Wow. So two looks like larger reddish brown plates just absolutely ripped to shreds. This must have been during the disassembly process to fit it in the bins. And that's just tough. Oh well. I'll have to order a few more to replace those. The new ones that you'll get from new sets will be fine, but anything produced like anything before 2018, 2016 is going to run the risk of being easily broken. Martin is super talented. Amen to that. Martin is an amazing builder. It's always good to see him in his big display at conventions. Yeah, sometimes I'm not sure what's going on with his Instagram situation. I think he's doing photography now. That's what he's focusing on. But I think he could. I think he just doesn't want to get too caught up into the social media game. That's why he changes things up on his social media a lot. But I like to see his Lego stuff as much as possible. Hey, Heidi, hey, Lego lovers. Good to see you, Nixus Zach. Hope you're doing well. We're doing pretty good here, just sorting some Lego on this nice Mother's Day afternoon. We'll try to sort for about an hour and 15, an hour and 20. So we're about 20 minutes in now. So still plenty of time to do some sorting and do some chatting if you're not able to have a pile of bricks in front of you. I remember last stream, which wasn't last week because we missed last week, but last stream had a couple people who said, oh, I'm sorting Lego while you guys are sorting Lego. So it was like, it worked out great. You can watch this and just kind of chat and listen while you're sorting. I think it works pretty well. And Sunday afternoons are a pretty good time to sort, as long as you're not working or doing other things. Brittle brown casualty, exactly. That could be classified as a lethal weapon. Sharpened Lego bricks, is that what it is? It's like a improvised weapon. Brittle brown plates sharpened to a blade-like shape. Probably. The last few I'm pulling off here. There you go. I was able to remove all the other ones that were not broken without too much difficulty. So hopefully that's the only casualties this stream. We'll see. I think every single stream I've found at least one broken reddish-brown piece. It's a tactical sacrifice you have to make if you want to use it in a big mock like this. So. I've decided to cancel my plans to attend my first Lego convention this year. Just too many business trips and other things going on. I'll try again next year. Oh, that's sad, Chrome Vader, but I totally get it. Real life comes first. Lego is a hobby for pretty much everybody. So don't, balance is important. So hopefully we'll catch you next time, though, because Lego conventions are a ton of fun. When you have the time and it's convenient. I make it a point to be at a couple shows a year because it's getting more convenient. For a while there really weren't a lot of shows in the Southeast. Brick Fair, Alabama was the only one. And now that one's gone, but there's a bunch to replace it. But they're not quite as big. Like Jacksonville is not going to be as big as like Virginia or Chicago, but it should be a lot of fun. And Atlanta BrickCon is getting bigger. That one, I think there's a lot of potential there just because there's a lot of people in Atlanta. And it's a pretty easy destination to travel to. The airport makes travel a little convenient. So I think there's a lot of potential there. Getting a lot of black bricks. These will be very useful for upcoming Tron buildings and updates. It's interesting. As I was setting up the Tron City most recently, I noticed just a bunch of little issues and flaws and things. I'm like, this was all very hastily built over the past couple months. So I'm like, need to fix that on that building. That over there needs to be changed. Like I don't like how the bridge building, the one side is basically concealed by the other buildings. So I'm going to have to change how that side looks so that it's more visible. especially from the front, because that's where I think 90% of the people looking at the build will see it. They're not going to go around to the side or behind it. We typically get put up against a wall, which we kind of like at conventions. So we're not in the middle of the convention, we're on the side of the convention. So we want to make sure you can see it very well from pretty much one angle, one grand photo taking point. So Battle Peak says, I ordered the Ninjago movie Destiny's Bounty off eBay, and the seller shipped it assembled and bubble wrapped. There were many parts that didn't survive. That sounds unfortunate, Battle Peak. That is a really cool set. But yeah, if it was like just kind of bubble wrapped together as a built set, that's not ideal. It's not gonna have everything, especially those pieces are probably gonna be in that brittle brown era. A little bit, maybe not as bad as some of the very older ones, but not good. We're still short on a bin for orange pieces. 1 or 2 bins short this time. Manatee Brick said, I sorted some Lego earlier today. There you go. That's awesome. Got to sort a little bit every now and then. Otherwise, you'll have a big bin of random pieces to build out of, and that's kind of tough. So. Let's see. Next is, are you and Steven getting ready for Jacksonville Brick Fan Fest or Brick Fan Expo now? But yes, we will be getting ready soon. We're actually getting our rental vehicle on Wednesday. We'll be driving down on Thursday, setting up on Friday, having fun Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll be driving back Monday. So a pretty full couple of days there for sure. It's not a terrible drive. I want to say it's like 6 hours, maybe 7, maybe more like 6, maybe even 5 if I really give it some gas. But I'll have to check the GPS again because it's been a while since I went directly to Jacksonville. Because normally I would go on the other side, kind of the Gulf Coast. I think Jacksonville's on the Atlantic coast, if I'm not mistaken. So. Steven will be gone Thursday. Who's doing the Joy Building then? Hopefully some of the guys can, Garrett and someone else can do a stream. I know Daniel likes to fill in when he's able to, so hopefully that happens. If everybody's busy, it's not out of the question for it to be postponed till next week. But because we should be back by next week. But yeah, because sometimes if Steven's gone, Garrett's busy, if things don't work out, we don't have to do the Joy Building every week. I think that, rain or shine, they'll still have the morning brick on Wednesday morning. But Joy Building, if everyone's busy, sometimes that one gets postponed. Cheese on Top 17 says, was the stream supposed to be earlier? So it wasn't supposed to be earlier, Cheese on Top. I must have hit the wrong button during setup because it looked like it said scheduled for 12:10, I think it said. And that's when I set it up. I was going to do it at 4, which is my normal time to do streams on Sundays. So my bad on that one. I think I hit the wrong button. I should have scheduled for later versus just going live now. So that's what, that might have been some technical error there. So my apologies. Yeah, we're live now and will be for at least another 30 minutes, probably a little bit longer. Trying to get a couple bins worth of bricks sorted. There's 1, 2. We got the third one we're working on here. We've already gotten one small bin like this done, so that's pretty good progress, I think. Yeah. Cross Everyone Customs says, no cheese on top? I don't think so. Exactly. There was some technical issues on my side. I didn't schedule it correctly when I set it up this right around lunch, right around noon today. So my bad on that, guys, but we're live now. So we got 22 people watching. We got 12 likes. If you guys feel like dropping a like, I would certainly appreciate it. That helps the video reach more people. And thank you for watching. I certainly appreciate everyone who's tuning in and having a chat. Really, it's good to hang out with some friends. We've got a chunk of brick here. This is all that filler colors like red and pink and stuff. Some of these filler bricks I will be using for sure because I've used quite a bit in the Tron landscape just recently. But Chrome Vader, welcome to the Knights of Falworth. There you go. Thanks, Chrome Vader. Appreciate it. You can now see a number of members-only videos, as well as you'll see weekly updates on Tron and other LEGO projects well before they usually appear. So yeah, Appreciate you joining, Chrome Vader. I tried to make it nice and affordable, so anyone who joins should be able to it shouldn't break the bank. It's 99 cents a month, so if you can afford a Coca-Cola, you can afford the Knights of Falworth. So. Nexus to Zach says, Morgan and Dusty hijacked the stream last week. Exactly. That they did. That was pretty funny. Intense Bricks says, sort. I'm sorting, Intense Bricks. I'm sorting. We're here. I'm going as fast as I can. Actually, honestly, these streams have been very helpful because it gives me a deliberate time to sort brick. So that Rock Raiders bulk, which was, like 300 pounds of brick, is now almost done. So I think another stream or two and we'll be through it, which is pretty excellent timing. Oh, look at that. Ugh. Do I do that now or do I do that later? Life is full of difficulty. Let's do it. All right. I got a brick separator. Maybe pull the transparent bin over here for a second. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Chrome Vader, for joining. Appreciate it. I don't know if you guys were able to see me during the ads, if it's now playing for you guys at a slight delay. I do have ads on the video. Sorry about that. But I am now making money off of them. So I'm not going to say no. I just ordered a new microphone and a new webcam so that the stream will be able to live stream more often since I won't have to borrow Steven's equipment. Right now I'm borrowing both his microphone and his nice webcam. So hopefully I'll have some good picture and audio quality for you guys. They weren't terribly expensive, but not, that's money I could have spent on Lego, you know what I'm saying? So Boosted Bricks has also joined the Knights of Falworth. Thank you so much. Hey, just sorting here as well. Perfect, Boosted Bricks. Yeah, that's what Sunday afternoons are for, you know what I'm saying? Sorting some Lego. Right now I'm doing a painful section here. This piece is actually probably way earlier than Rock Raiders. This is probably from like Storst Castle, which is like 2020. So wow, some old pieces making their way in here. I don't even know how this would have gotten in the Rock Raiders bulk, but it's here. But thank you so much for joining. You get access to a couple members exclusive videos, as well as a bunch of posts and usually weekly updates on what I'm working on. Typically Tron these days, but yeah. So thank you so much for joining. Big Boy's here. Good to see you, Big Boy. Hey, when you're done with the Tron mock, the next mock would be something colorful mock that would be nice to see. You know what, Big Boy? You're absolutely right. The Tron mock is really it's just a bunch of black obelisks. It's really somewhat dreary color scheme until you turn on the lights, and then it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think a little bit of color would be good too, because it's just all monochrome basically, and some light blue lines here and there. So I think that's a totally valid request. I'll see what I can do. Maybe some fantasy stuff. Steven's been going nuts with the fantasy stuff. I won't show it off because he hasn't posted it on his socials yet. But he's got a cool mushroom and giant flowers and some really nice stuff he'll be bringing to Jacksonville and posting shortly thereafter, hopefully on Instagram for everyone else to see too. So, but yeah, I got a lot of colorful bricks. I can put them to use. I don't have to use just black every single time because both Rock Raiders and Tron have used almost all my black, a lot of black bricks, and it gets a little bit dreary after a while. So, Dust Up the Bricks is here. Good to see you, Dusty. Hope you're doing well. Hey, how's it going? I won't be able to stay for long since I'm in Disney World at the moment. Hey, enjoy Disney World, Dusty. No worries here. Have a great time. Hope you're staying cool down there. Yeah, glad you're on your trip there. Now, interesting. Dust Up the Bricks was able to visit Atlantic Brick Co. I think it was earlier this week, so it would have been like I want to say Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, so good to see Dusty and his family. They stopped by. It was really fun to have him hang out for a minute. And I think he got some cool Lego pieces too, so that's pretty fun. Looks like I need to renew my membership again. Yeah, I think you are gifted a membership by Morgan, which is super nice of Morgan to do that. But and I think that was done at random, so it was cool that Dusty got it. But yeah, if you want to, Dusty, you do not have to join the membership program. If you're watching the video, you're helping me immensely. So, but it is pretty cheap if you are interested. It's 99 cents a month. So. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Dustoff. Sad I missed you in Morgan, Atlanta. I got sick last week. Oh, no, Nexus. Hope you're feeling better. I know a lot of people were getting sick the past couple of days or weeks. There's stuff going around for sure. It's kind of like a spring flu cold thing. Even though the weather's nice, people still get a little bit of the sniffles. So maybe it's still some allergies happening too. You never know. So, do I need to be more centered? No, I need to be this way. Right here. There you go. Don't want to start fading off the map. Yeah, we've been streaming for 35 minutes. Still got plenty of time to go. I want to go for a little past an hour. And I think the algorithm likes it when you stream for longer than an hour versus less than an hour. So I'm going to try to go for about an hour 10, hour 15. And I've got plenty of bulk brick to sort. I mean, basically an unending supply right now. So I don't think we'll have any trouble streaming for a little bit longer. So. I know. I was hoping you would be able to make it to Nexus. Yeah, because Nexus is not too far away in North Georgia, a couple-hour drive from kind of South Atlanta here, where Atlanta Brick Co. is. So Nexus is able to visit every now and then. So. Wanted to come on Thursday, but I got really sick and an upper respiratory infection. Doing way better now. That's good, Nexus. Glad you're feeling better. But yeah, if you're not feeling good, yeah, just stay home, get better. We missed you, but I mean, I think both Dusty and Morgan want to visit again at some point. So hopefully next time they're here, you can say hi. So. Okay, I got to go now. I'll have to watch the whole thing later tonight. Bye, everyone. Take care, Dusty. Appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. Go have fun at Disney. So. Yeah, I've never been to Disney World, even though it's not too far away for people in Georgia. It's in southern Florida in the Orlando area. Don't think I'm going to make it when I'm down there for the convention because I will be kind of busy. Don't want to spend too much time away from all that, but we'll probably make it at some point. I do like amusement parks, but I like Lego conventions a lot more. So that's where I choose to spend my time. Disney it up, Dust Off. There you go, Nexus. That's funny. Yeah, I do like Disney movies, including Tron. So more movie builds in the future. So, yeah, for after Tron, which should still be a little while because there's things I want to fix up. Dune's next, of course. I want to build a giant sandworm, which is going to be a pretty big project. But I think it's kind of essential for me to take a crack at it. I've seen other Lego builders do a very good job. Mostly at kind of medium to smaller scales. I want to go pretty big. So we'll see how that is able to work out. That'd be a lot of tan and dark tan. I have a tremendous amount of tan just off camera over there. But dark tan, don't have like a ton of that. So I'll have to figure out where I can find some more dark tan pieces. I think I might even need some plates. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to go full bricks with that. Because the sea serpent behind me, where is it? There it is. Sea serpent behind me, that is pretty much all brick with some plates. But I think that going with more plates and more hollow will help. We'll see. See if that's even feasible. Want to go to Disneyland in California sometime? Been to Disney World many times. There you go, Nexus. Yeah. Disney World's easier for people on the East Coast, that's for sure. I've heard it's pretty similar, but just a little smaller, maybe a little old school, which is kind of cool. I see friends on Instagram visiting Disneyland a lot, so that's pretty cool. I can enjoy it vicariously through them for a little bit. So. Although I do plan on visiting California one day. I don't think I've ever been there. So. I think the furthest west I've ever been is probably Utah for Brick Slopes, which is a fantastic convention out there. I think we were talking about that last stream with Chrome Vader about which shows to do out there. Oh, there's Morgan. Good to see you, Morgan. Hope you're doing well. Morgan was also traveling back home from visiting Atlanta Brick Co., which was a pretty fun week. Had him over and doing things multiple times, so it was great. That tank battles match. I was talking about Darth Jar Jar and his tragic exploits earlier. Yeah, there's another. That one, Nexus Zach, that's actually looks like a dart. Like you could shoot that at somebody. That's pretty mean looking. I don't know if there's any practical use for that. But I'll throw it in there anyway. New York City is awesome. Just saw Hamilton. Yes, wow. Hamilton is that's the one show I would want to see. I've seen the Disney Plus kind of video capture of the performance, but I'm sure that's something to see in person. That's kind of like one of the things to do. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Big Boy says, in the future, I'm thinking of gathering some huge Lego YouTubers, having a huge competition, and making them make some huge monk using all the pieces and mean all of them, and they will win a prize. There you go, Big Boy. That'd be pretty fun. Because you see these like regular YouTubers doing things together. And like I think it was probably a number of years ago now, but Mr. Beast did like a YouTuber paintball match or something, and they all were competing and having fun. That was cool. Something like that would be fun. I know Duckworks is doing more trivia stuff for like I think he did one recently, and I think it was it for just anyone could join, or was it like for a select group of people? But I think like a Lego Jeopardy would be awesome, and there's all these Lego related questions because there's some deep dives you can do into Lego and really stump some people. So that would be pretty fun. I would love to do that at Atlanta Brick Co., but it's a little more in depth than we normally like to go. We like to keep it pretty simple, like podcasts and live streams and simple stuff that's not too scripted or prepared. But we'll see, because that's something I want to do one day. So yeah, really powerful performance. Exactly. That is a pretty cool show. I'm guessing you're not allowed to take pictures of that, right? Because that's like something they want people to go see versus, share on their social media. I guess like probably phones are kind of taboo there. Or maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe the audience is just streaming the whole thing. So I would find that surprising though. So. Mm-hmm. Wish I could have seen it earlier this year in Atlanta, but it was broke and couldn't afford it. Yeah, it's not something that most people can do all the time just because of the price involved. But it's like going to a concert. You want to do it every now and then for some fun, or like a sports game, tickets to a sports game if you can afford that. So, no photos during the show. They're strict about having phones out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you don't want to get tossed out of Hamilton because you were taking too many pictures. That'd be a little awkward. Well, we are almost to the bottom of the second bin. So just chugging along here. About 42 minutes in of streaming. Still plenty of brick we can sort, but we'll see how much more we can get done. I want to go, like I said a couple times already, I'm going to reiterate stuff schedule-wise, but want to sort for about a little past an hour, hour and 10, hour and 15. We'll see. We'll see how the bins work out. But wrapping up on this one, so that's exciting. So. Yeah, it's a nice Mother's Day weekend. Hope you had a chance to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom or motherly figure in your life. So. Yeah, me and Steven are taking our mom out to a movie later. That should be a lot of fun. She likes action movies, So. And we do too. So, I'm looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, apologies to everyone. There was a scheduling issue as I was setting it up at noon today, and it seemed like it was going to be live then, but it's actually live at 4, as always. That's kind of hoping to be my time slot during the weekend. So apologies if you were confused by that. So. There's bin number 2, completely sorted. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping for a clear night, so maybe I can see some northern lights. Yeah, I've heard that's happening, Morgan. I think we're a little too far south here in Georgia, but if you're in the kind of northern United States or in that northern hemisphere region, you should be able to see some northern lights, which is kind of crazy. So, all right, we have a choice here. We have 2 bins prepared over there. That one looks less, but then that one looks more hollow. I want to play with those crystals. Let's do that one. A little bigger, but we'll try and get through it. So this is part of the big geode from Rock Raiders, and that gives you an idea of how big it was. It was like the size of a large watermelon. It was just crazy. Used almost all my trans neon green pieces, and it looked really cool. I'll be revisiting this at some point, but until then, I'm going to put all these crystals in this bin here, and then I'm going to put all the trans pieces over there. So save them for later. So Chrome Vader says, we were supposed to be able to see them here in Texas, but I wasn't so fortunate. That's unfortunate, Chrome Vader. Yeah. Steven went out last night, was hoping to see some, but he did not see any either. So I guess it's kind of like based on what era you're in or what the sky looks like in your locale. So someone said you could see them from Florida and Texas. Wow. I mean, we weren't that fortunate here, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. So. Couldn't really see it here in Atlanta. If I use my phone camera, I could see it a bit. Okay, so phone camera, higher contrast maybe. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't have time the past weekend to check it out, but I'm sure it was cool for those who were able to see it. So, and there are some nice pictures online too. So, I remember seeing some people. Like I have a friend Corey who was here earlier. He's a pilot, and he was able to get some stunning pictures from, I guess, one of his flights. So, Well, working on these trans neon green pieces. That's something that would have been fun to incorporate into Tron, more color, like a Big Boy was saying earlier. But I don't think it would be as true to the movie in that case, since it wouldn't be quite right. But I remember my Castletron idea from like 2020. That would have had a lot more color in it, so it would have been more rainbow colored. But it also was kind of like Tron comboed with like Castle/Nexonites. So that would have been very different. I'm not even sure how well it would have turned out. I think it would have been okay, but interesting. It's a future we won't know because the pandemic happened. So dropped a few pieces. Hold on. There we go. We're back. Let's see. Chromator said the eclipse here was awesome, though. Could see it solar flare at the totality. Wow. So yeah, Texas got a nice view of the awesome eclipse not too long ago. We got to see a partial one here in Georgia. We all stepped outside of work for a minute and looked at it. It was pretty cool. Here goes another piece. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a couple in the last few years though. Because think, what was it? 2017? Was there an eclipse then too? Because I feel like there was a partial one then in Georgia as well. So, couple eclipses happening, and thankfully the world didn't end or anything. The conspiracy theorists were incorrect on that one. I'm saving money to buy more bulk, and I need a lot for that huge 36 baseplate mock and more containers and bins. Yeah, lots of Lego material needed for a project that big boy. Looking forward to that. So. Manatee Brick says, I got Lego Rock Monster at OBC a few weeks ago. There you go, Manatee Bricks. That's awesome. I'm glad you were able to visit OBC. It's pretty fun down there from what I see on the pictures. I'll be visiting hopefully soon. Probably in about a month. Well, actually less than a month now because it's the 12th. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there checking it out soon. The city scene is already looking pretty awesome. I love the giant Santa Fe train they've got going around it. That's pretty cool. Pretty valuable too. I think that belongs to the owner. Oh, there you go. That's one of the owner's personal ones. So. There we go. Lots of green bricks in here. I love this kind of minty green color. I'm always looking for more of that. I think we got some bricks of that in our lug bulk order. So we'll have to see if they arrive at some point. They should be coming at some point before too late in the fall is when they usually show up. But probably not in time to be too much use for anything like this summer, but maybe this fall we'll have some cool colors to work with. So. It's crazy that people Googled why my eyes hurt. Oh no. Yeah, you don't want to look directly at the eclipse, no. Which is probably something that I did as a kid. I would look just right at the sun and be like, oh, that's bright. Not supposed to do that, apparently. So you'll damage your eyes because it's so bright. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do what I did as a kid. Yeah. Lots of tan pieces for Dune. That's good. Anyone else hyped for the Barad-dûr reveal this week? Yes, boosted bricks. So I am a fan of Lord of the Rings, but I haven't collected the sets. But I am excited about that one because my friend Joe is the biggest Lord of the Rings fan I've ever met. And he is very excited about that. So I am excited for him. And hopefully he can find the budget to buy one because he just bought a house. And I know he's on a budget, of course. Once you do that, it's kind of expensive. So he hopefully can get his hands on a copy of that set, though, because it's really cool looking. So, and it'll be out for a while, at least a year or two. So he'll have some time to get it, save up for it and get it. But it should be pretty cool. Let's see. Simply Building Bricks says, and that's not a bright thing to do. yeah, that's a dad joke for you. That's a good one. Next is Zach says, Mark, will there be a Series 26 unboxing video for ABC? Ooh, are we talking the Space Series? Because we've all got our space figures already. We already opened all of them. We should do something about like featuring them because we have a few in stock, which is cool. But if that's the series that you're thinking of, or I'm thinking of, then that possibly. So. D Woods says, super excited for more Lord of the Rings. I wish they would make cheaper sets, though. Yeah, so that's the one problem that we were talking about the other day, me and Joe and Daniel, a few others, was the Lord of the Rings sets that have been made recently, besides the brickheads, which are affordable, but they're also not as playful, not playable. Like, you build a brickhead, you can't really just kind of move its arms or anything. So once Lego makes some kind of $20, $40, $60 sets with Lord of the Rings figures and pieces in it, then it'll be accessible for everyone again, and that'll be really good. Because right now it's just like, maybe a Christmas gift if the kid has, the parents can afford it, so. But that price range kind of prices out younger audiences for sure, which is not the best. So. Boosted Brick says, I like the theme, but also welcome anything that fits in a castle. Exactly, Boosted Brick. So Lord of the Rings has always had great castle pieces. Even the Rivendell set has like new swords and axes and stuff, which I think Steven has gotten a couple for us. So we have a few of those. But yeah, great pieces. So anything that boosts the castle theme. And yeah, Lord of the Rings is basically like a kind of fantasy castle thing. So. Very medieval in style. So Chrome Bader says you can look at it during a totality, but anything less needs glasses, even 99%. Exactly. So it's you could risk it and be careful, but I would still wear those little glasses, or even you can do a little pinhole on the ground. That's what Steve and my brother did. He was not at work at the time, and so he didn't have any glasses at home. Thankfully, Randy, Spooky Brick Mom on Instagram, who works at Atlanta Brick Co., had a couple glasses for everyone to borrow. So. And then Alex, who also works at Atlanta Brick Co., he had his old welding mask, which is a very high quality one, and so he was able to look at the sun, not too much problem either. So. Mm-hmm. Yep. Speaking of eclipses, there was an eclipse in the Dune movie. I'm going to talk about Dune a couple of times. I'm sorry. Looking forward to building some Dune scenes, especially with all this tan. The tan bins are practically full right now, and we're still just loads of tan 2x4s. The size of the sand dunes that we'll be able to easily build should be pretty big. Just need to figure out the best technique to do it with basic bricks like this. Not a lot of slopes, just a few slopes. So. I don't know. The new Lord of the Rings movie is coming out, but hopefully we get more figs. Yeah, more figures, like anything that's not, $200 would be a big help. Because most of the new Lord of the Rings sets that we've at least got more information about seem to be pretty expensive. So. Yep. speaking of expensive, I have 2 Lego sets that are on my radar to get because I'm a Castle fan, because I want the pieces and figures and such. I'm wanting to get the Medieval Market. No, is it Medieval Town? Medieval Village Town? The new Medieval Town set. And that one looks pretty good. I didn't buy it right away. I instead decided to buy the D&D set, and I'm glad I did because that gift with purchase is pretty darn cool. But I do want to circle back and get that one because it is Castle set. I want to support Castle sets. I want to get all the Castle sets I can that come out new. So I'll be getting that one later this summer when I see some good points. But and I also want to get the Snow White cottage because I think that's pretty darn medieval looking. Has a very castle-y vibe. Has a bunch of cool figure parts with all the different dwarf characters. So I do want to get that one too. Just looks like a nice build as well. So that's one that's on my radar to buy at some point too. Maybe after some of these conventions are out of the way and some once the bills are paid. So. Are you planning to add any motion to your Dune mock? That would be cool. I don't know. I know one spot which could definitely use a little motion because I want to have the sandworm crashing through a sand dune, and because dune, and so you have the big sandworm going and then you have a little guy on top jumping, and you could have a little clear piece with a little lift arm, have him going, and just have a little repeating motion like he's jumping. That'd be cool. That would be pretty neat. So. Nixon Zach says, how many people did welding at Atlanta Brick Co? Steven, Alex, Ed. Wait, Ed worked with cars, right? Yeah, Ed didn't do welding per se. He didn't go to school for it. But Steven, John ended up going into welding full time, which is what he still does, I believe. And then Steven retired from it pretty soon after, only about a year or two, I think. And then, Alex went to learn welding. He didn't get a job in welding. He actually came back to Atlanta Brick Co to do that instead. I think he's graduated and all and everything, so he knows how to weld. But it also is a pretty tough line of work, so it's not for everyone. Very early hours, and you're pretty exhausted. You don't have a lot of time to build or enjoy Lego afterwards. I think Alex found it's a little bit easier to work at Atlanta Brick Co and organize pieces and organize the basement than it is to weld all the time. So. Let's see. Better Power Rick says, always love to see motion in a build. Exactly. Yeah, a little bit of motion can really make a build pretty special. That being said, I kind of don't like motion in my builds because I think the last several things I've made have been for conventions. So as a convention kind of focused guy, it has to be perfect. It can't have any problems. I can't be going back to fix it. I don't usually have my pieces with me at a convention, so lights are great because you plug them in, they turn on. That's all you need to do. A mist machine is already some added challenges, but it worked okay for rock raiders. Motion, if it has a problem, if it's not foolproof, it can really mess up a scene. Because if it's essential, then when it's not working, it's a problem. So that's the one problem I have with motion. But other than that, if you're at home and you don't have to have it on all the time for more than like 8 hours, you're fine, and then it's really cool. So. Moyne says F1 Beat. Is it F1 Beat? Yeah, I almost said F1 Beast. That would have been wrong. So. Good to see you, F1 Beat. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. For all those watching, don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. It helps the channel reach more people. And yeah, we're having a great time sorting some brick today. Got a lot done already. This is the bin number 3 that we've got in front of me right here. Still one more we could do if we wanted to go further. We're just about at an hour, so I don't think I'm going to get to that 4th bin, which would have been a record for my speed at sorting while chatting. But I think I can put some more dent into this one here. So we'll see what I can do in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Then I'm going to go up and make some dinner because I can literally hear my stomach growling, and I got some salmon fillets ready to broil in the oven. It should be pretty nice. So. So it says ads are running shortly for some viewers. If you're able to see this, great. If not, then too bad. That's a new thing that's added to streams apparently is the ads. So hopefully they don't last too long for some people. Are these bricks from your reviewed sets? So yeah, actually, there's these are mostly Rock Raiders bulk, what I'm going through here, but there are a lot of reviewed sets over there, like tons of them. And yeah, there's a lot of mocks too. So it's unfortunate. That whale was speaking to me earlier though, so that was pretty funny. I'm going to repeat that in a minute because I think some people didn't get to see it if they're watching ads. But I've not yet seen an ad yet, Marco. There we go. Well, that's good. You were spared the dreaded advertisements then. That's good. So hopefully everyone's able to see everything. So don't want anyone missing a part of the stream. So I don't know how YouTube is incorporating ads for some people, but they are doing it at this point. So sorry about the ads, but I do want to make a little money off of this because I think it'll be good. So. Just got a new microphone and webcam. Placed the order for it this morning, so that'll be good. The mic should be a lot better. The webcam might not be quite as good as this one because Steven has a really nice webcam. But we'll see once it arrives and tests the picture quality. If it's not great, I can send it back and spring for a slightly more expensive one, but we'll see. I'm guessing it'll be pretty good. So, I have YouTube Premium, so no ads here. There you go, battery-powered bricks. That's the way to do it. It supports creators more too. Nice! That's pretty cool. I've seen YouTube Premium before. They remember when they did a big advertisement push for it. I haven't gotten it, but down the road I might because I watch YouTube a lot. I watch YouTube more than pretty much any other like viewing stuff. I have Disney Plus, I have Netflix, and I share an account with Amazon Prime, so I'm able to access that most of the time too. But yeah, YouTube is my go-to for most entertainment, so I might have to get that at some point. There's some more card bases. Loading up that bin, it's getting pretty full. Technic can. There's some looks like something from some flowers Steven might have been working with in that Technic stuff. Yeah, YouTube Premium is worth it. Yeah, I'm guessing it is because sometimes on the phone, I don't see too many ads, a few here and there. But once I put it on the TV app, like on my Apple TV, and I put on YouTube, there's an ad every 30 seconds, and it's ridiculous. So I think that would be better. So to go through those and not have to endure that barrage of advertisements on the TV. Because sometimes I want to see it on my television versus watching it on my little phone. So. This transparent brick. Here's part of my older Gungan mock I took apart recently. There you go. Lots of headlight bricks in there. Right here. There you go. Yeah, I talked about it earlier, but my Gungan Tank Battles army did not do well. And I don't think it was because they didn't work right. Like the guns on the Gungan Beasts. Let me show you real quick. These guys worked great. So you have the Gungan Beast, and you could even put a Gungan on the back. And you could aim the gun just fine and fire. And I shot a number of other tanks and flags and stuff. And they did fine. But for some reason, everybody just wanted to shoot the Gungans. I think people were, targeting them. And so the Gungans, they didn't last at all. So we'll see if they do better next time. Some channels have more ads than others. A creator chooses if there are mid-rolls also ads, at least until YouTube changes things again. Yeah, well, we'll see. YouTube loves to mess things up, so I know that much. So. It was just too fun to shoot the Gungans. Exactly. It made it one of the best tank battles matches ever, but I'm just a little disappointed that Darth Jar Jar got like a 1 on all his dice rolls. That's what it is. It was just bad luck. The Gungans have bad luck, and that makes it fun. But maybe the Gungan's luck will turn one day and everyone will be shocked when they destroy everything. And they're just the ultimate conquerors, like they should be. But no, that was pretty funny. That was a pretty good time. Amazon, Spotify, and YouTube are my top services I pay for and will never get rid of. There you go. Next is to Zach. Yeah, I like Amazon Prime a lot too. They got some pretty good shows on there now. I need to watch the Fallout show. I've heard that's really good. A lot of viewers on that, so people are enjoying that show, seems like. I don't know much about the Fallout games. I own all of them on Steam, so I should play them at some point. I just haven't had a lot of time lately. But yeah, I heard they're good, of course. So they made what? A bunch of them? 5 of them? 6 of them? There you go. And then, yeah, I like Netflix too. I like to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. I miss seeing Star Trek on Netflix. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Star Trek, that was the easiest way to watch it was on Netflix. I might have to get it on Amazon, probably buy it, because I don't think I want to get the Peacock or Embassy or whatever it is that it's on now. So I don't need a 4th or 5th streaming service paid for. So. Wisa got Grand Army, yeah. Wisa Boomba General now. Yes. I could do a video on my Gungan Tank Battle Army. That'd be pretty entertaining. Yeah. I remember Alex was encouraging me to cover more of my minifigure stuff, because I have a lot of minifigs that are packed away over there. And yeah, I actually have some Star Wars figs. I have a pretty good collection of Roman legionary figures, which are very expensive, as you can imagine. And yeah, I got a Gungan army. That's pretty cool. So I might have to do a video on that. That'd be pretty cool. I might do that next week when I get back from the convention. Battle Peak says, yeah, Paramount Plus is what it's on now. I got rid of it pretty quick. I think I did the free trial at some point to watch the Halo TV show, which was pretty good, but not like amazing. And so I don't know if I can budget another one, which is too bad, because I could watch old Star Trek all the time. It's one of my favorite shows. But maybe I'll just spring for some DVDs or Blu-rays or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Might be easiest to just buy it on Amazon and be able to watch it there all the time, because then I can watch it on my phone and stuff too. Yeah, might have to do that. A lot of things I need to line up. So, always something. Tank Battles was so much fun last time. There you go, Nexus. You've seen a Tank Battles match. That was a big one. That was pretty fun. I will say a smaller Tank Battles match can be a little more fun, I think, because there's less time between turns, right? So if there's only 4 main armies on a table, it goes a little quicker than if it's like a really big squad with 2 people per army and there's 4 armies. Yeah, just the bigger it gets, the longer it takes, and that time can slow it down a little bit. So you got the right idea. The more I see, the more I think physical media is the way to go. That's what the trend is, I think, because I watched some like movie reviewers and stuff, and they're all like, this is why I watch DVDs and Blu-rays, because they can change it or it goes away because the streaming service, the company behind it, wants to make money, so they put it behind a paywall. So yeah, there's an advantage to having a nice DVD collection. You can just pull it out and watch it and uninterrupted. Don't have to pay for it again. Don't have to pay the service. So it's interesting. Might have to weigh my options here. That being said, I don't watch them. Well, no, I watched Star Trek a lot back in the day, so might have to get back into it. So. Well, we are at 1 hour and 8 minutes, so we'll probably go for just a few more minutes before we wrap it up. I'm almost done with this bin, so honestly, I might go to the end of this bin. And then that will be 3 full small bins of sorting done, which is pretty great. So, a very good stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in and chatting with me. It's great to have a conversation with you all and spend some time chatting about Lego and everything else in between. And if you haven't already liked the video, it helps this reach more people. We've already got a bunch of likes. This is already at 25-ish likes. So thank you all so much. Yeah, we'll hopefully. So next Sunday, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be in Jacksonville for the convention. That'll be a lot of fun. But instead of a sorting stream, I'm thinking of doing a stream at the convention. And it might not be the entire convention. It might just be a couple of my favorite mocks. So it'll probably be like a 30-minute, 45-minute stream. We'll see. So it'll be more like, instead of just going down each way and seeing everything, it'll be like And here's one of my favorite mocks, and here's the person that built it. You can see some of these details here. Let's go over to this big mock over here. We'll go over and see this vignette over here that I really liked. And so just kind of feature a couple of my favorite mocks. Because for Atlanta Brick Co., I'll probably do the whole convention tour. That'll probably be Friday. So Sunday afternoon, or actually not Sunday afternoon, might be more like Sunday morning or even Saturday morning or evening. But I'll do a stream sometime next weekend for this channel. So that'll be something to look forward to. And if you don't catch it live, if you're busy that weekend, you can watch the replay. And I figured out that to have the chat replay present on the video after the fact, you have to click that little button as you're setting up the stream, which is what I did do correctly this time. But I also forgot to schedule it for the right time, so there were still problems. But I'll get better at it as I do more of these. So, but yeah, lots of things to look forward to next weekend. Yeah, Gungan Army. I might have to film that and schedule that too, because that would be pretty fun to have documented. Like Gungan Army update 2024. I do want to get more Gungans one day, but right now I think I've got like 25-ish, plus beasts and artillery and stuff. So we can that'd be fun to talk about. So I can make that into a full video. I can talk about Gungans. You'll hear me talk about it. The problem is you end up buying a movie multiple times, first on VHS, then DVD, then Blu-ray, as technology improves. That's true, Morgan. Because I like DVDs, but those are already old school. Like that's the VHS of yesteryear. VHSs are old school too. I think I have some VHSs somewhere in a box. But yeah, it's Blu-ray is what's currently there, and they seem to work very well. At the same time, what's going to replace Blu-ray? Is it going to be just like flash drives? Because technology has reached a point where it doesn't need a physical disc anymore, right? So it's just going to be on a device. They could store more on a device, frankly, than a physical disc, I think, at this point. So wouldn't that file get corrupted? Anyway, what's on Blu-ray? I have no idea. I think that's what streaming was supposed to be, but it's become more fragmented than I think people realized it would. So not everyone can afford all the streaming services. Interesting stuff. Chrome Vader says VHS tapes are considered collector's items now. It makes me feel old. I remember having a lot of VHSs as a kid. I would rewatch Tarzan, Finding Nemo, and a bunch of other movies like that. I mean, I just watched those over and over and over again. I think only some of them still work because we wore them out. But those were the days, Chrome Vader. I remember those days. I'm just old enough to remember. We had a pretty sizable VHS collection at the time. And then we had a fair amount of DVDs. And I don't think we ever had a Blu-ray player. We just switched right over to Netflix. Because I remember we were pretty early adopters of digital Netflix. Just being able to watch it on our TV. We had a Netflix app on it, I think. Like it was like a very early smart TV. Worked great. So yeah, now it's not so easy. So because all your favorite shows are behind different accounts and different stuff. So yeah. But that's why we do live streams like this, so that when you're sorting your Lego, you can listen to someone else yabber about stuff and have a meaningful conversation versus just watching The Office for the 10th time. So that's why streaming exists. So you can participate and have fun. So and we are almost done, guys. Just a few more breaks. Just about there. Chrome Vader says, I remember going to Blockbuster and the shelves were only VHS tapes. There you go. So I don't think we went to Blockbuster that often. We didn't rent too many movies, but yeah, I remember when seeing the Blockbusters in town, and they were the biggest thing ever. But yeah, that's it's funny to think about it now in hindsight. It's like the old-timey restaurants, like drive-in restaurants. They don't do those anymore either, like Sonic maybe, but yeah. Things like that. Nostalgia. All right, so close to being done. Just a few more pieces here. Dark tan. Definitely need more dark tan for sandworms and dune scenes later. Because there's a lot of dark tan in Dune. So. There we go. A few more transparent elements. Just a little dribble of stuff here. We got almost no light gray from that whole sorting experience, but a lot of tan, a lot of black, a lot of dark gray, a little bit of red and white, quite a few headlight bricks as well, quite a few transparent elements, some green. But yeah, less yellow, less a few colors that we normally would see in rock graders, but we're moving through different strata, so different things will appear. There we go. There's a dark brown 1x1 round. And the rest are just transparent elements. There we go. Bin number 3. That's awesome. Cross Airborne Custom says, did I hear Sonic? You did hear Sonic, but I was talking about the restaurant Sonic, not the lovable blue hedgehog that goes really fast when he gets some rings. I remember the time before VHS. Yeah, Morgan dropping some ancient lore on us here. Good Grumpical day, everyone. Good to see you, Grumpy J. We literally just finished our stream. We've been streaming for an hour and 15, which is exactly what I wanted to do. But I'm starting to get really hungry, so we're going to probably wrap it up here. But Morgan, quick comment from him. He says, we had a weekly TV guide, and if you missed your show, you missed it. Yeah, you would never be able to see it again. That was crazy. You'd have to see it on reruns, theoretically, if you could even find it. So, well, I was busy at LBC. Jeez. Yeah, we're leaving just because Grumpy arrived. It's time to go. We're shutting it down. No, I'm good to see you, Grumpy J. I hope you're doing well. And glad you're having a good time at OBC. So nice catching your live stream. Very fun. Oh, thanks, Battle Peak. I appreciate it. I will be looking forward to your next Exoforce review. So and those who haven't seen them yet, go check them out. Subscribe. And I think Grumpy J has his own channel too. He does live streams on Monday as Grumpy Monday streams. And then we had Battery Powered Bricks is here quite a bit as well. Intense Bricks, go check them out on Instagram. Thunder Fury is up next. That's like my favorite one, dude. That I have like 6 copies of that set. I'm so excited about that. All right. Well, on that positive note, we will wrap this up. But yeah, Boosted Bricks, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everyone. You have a great rest of your day and a nice rest of your weekend. And hopefully everyone has a good week moving forward. So we'll see you next time. I'll let you guys know what time the convention stream is happening. It might be Saturday afternoon, evening. Might even do some World of Lights stuff. That would be like at 10 p.m. Eastern time, so that'd be kind of late. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.